Together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
We good now?
Yep.
All right, cool. We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here with my brother Tim, and today we're actually balanced today, Tim. We have 8 games in the NBA and 8 games in the NHL. We have equal amount of games for both, so that's fun there. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, I'll recap yesterday. I bet nothing. My laptop was not charged. My charger was an hour and a half away. I got the charger in the mail this morning at like 8 a.m., so I was able to put all my numbers together and everything like that. So I will be able to I have not bet anything for today. Have not touched anything on today's card, college, NBA, NHL, anything, NFL, anything like that. But I do have my numbers ready, and I will be ready to go for today.
Yay. Recap for the site yesterday, because I had full reigns of the site, and it was a slightly profitable day. College football, 1-1. Kansas State was a loser, and I know a bunch of people kind of questioned that Toledo over that I bet because it was the third string quarterback for Pittsburgh. That game went to 6 overtimes.
I saw it because I kept getting the ESPN notifications for that. I'm like, wow, that game's still going?
6 overtimes for that game. The over hit in the third quarter, by the way. So nice winner there. And then for the NBA, God, my 2 losers were both by either a hook or a 1-point loss on money line. My Orlando was up, I believe at one point I saw 21-5. So they were up big. They lose outright. I think they got outscored by like 11 or 12 in the fourth quarter. Just not fun. And the Indiana Pacers, who are winning pretty much the entire game, get hooked. Plus 5.5, loser. They lose by 6. On the opposite side, the Hawks over was never in doubt. I think that one hit like 280 or something like that. So that was a nice over. The Detroit Pistons win outright versus the Kings. And the Brooklyn Nets win outright versus the overrated Milwaukee Bucks as 10.5-point dogs. Where I think I saw at one point the Bucks were up 13 points. Outright winner for the Nets there. I was surprised when I clicked back on ESPN and saw that they won outright. Ended up being a 3-2 day there in the NBA, 1-1 in college basketball, college football. There are 2 college basketball games today. Both of them include a D2 school. So there is no college basketball just yet. There is a big-ass card tomorrow. So excited for that one. I'm excited for them college basketball to be back.
There you go. Head over to the chat, and then we will get into today's games.
Bunch of people. Ice-X, why do you hate me? Stop betting the Sabres, please. I'm asking you nicely. Because they finally snapped their losing streak when you didn't bet them. I wonder who's going to show up today. I mean, oh, my bad. I mean, happy holidays. Nick didn't have a charger yesterday. But Pacers were pushed. Magic. Yeah, Magic. What the heck? Raptors, I'm glad I didn't touch them. And then your player props went 1-1. Winner on the player prop there. How about that? For the second time in 3 weeks, the Thursday night football game had exactly 0 touchdowns.
Whoa. I did not watch a single second of that game.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. 6-3 Seahawks. I think there was a combined about 400 yards of offense for both teams.
That's a bad beat on the over right there.
I saw some people had the over. One of the people in our group chat had the over, and I'm like, you almost got there. Almost got there.
There you go.
Gleaver's officially gone. Yeah, I know he's gonna be a nice piece for the Tigers.
I don't know why you act like he's so bad. I mean, when you looked at his numbers last year, he was only like one of your more consistent players. He played 154 games.
Nick, he left the Yankees, so automatically he's no longer good. That's how 446 rolls. There's something wrong with him because he left. Toledo, nice. Rutgers, nice. I was on the opposite side of Rutgers, and then the Bowling Green game over. I believe Arkansas State won that game. Did Arkansas State end up holding on? Yeah, Arkansas State won outright as a 8.5-point favorite. Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah. By the way, I was just curious looking at it with the Gleyber Torres because he signed 1 year, $15 million with the what do you call it?
Tigers.
With the Tigers.
Yeah.
I was looking at his stats compared to everybody else on the Yankees last year. For an everyday player, the only players to have better batting averages and on-base percentages than Gleyber Torres last year were Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. And the only other ones were like players who play like 3 games, 25 games, and then Jazz Chisholm who played 46 games with them. Like the only players that played at least 150 games and put up the numbers he did were Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. So he was only like your third best hitter on your lineup that's already extremely top heavy to begin with, that you lost 2 of your top players now. So we'll see.
Happy holidays. Hey. Whoa. Yeah, Iceman's here. Supness. What's up, Lex? I do the robot dance during the intro music.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of do a little dance during it too. They're both here. Wow, what a present. Fuck you. I stink numbers. Navy. I'm taking the over in that game, but I was kind of thinking Boomer sooner.
I need to look into. I'm going to look into the college games after the show because I got all my NHL numbers and everything done pre-show because we are actually going over those.
Although the line is kind of moving towards Navy, I just look at them. What good wins does Navy have this year besides beating Army? But that's a rivalry game. That's always kind of Memphis. Memphis was the only other good win. I don't know. I don't think they can compete with an SEC school. That's just me, though. I don't know. It's okay. I see what's trying. College football looking amazing again. 3-0. There you go.
Yeah.
Coyote, the market's being don't care. Bulls also gave up a comfy lead in the 4th. Yeah, I saw that too. I see. I'm getting ready to. Okay. Pistons with a miracle down 21. I didn't even realize that one. Where are they actually? Sheesh. Nope, I don't want to go back to Christmas. Where are they? Oh, wow. The Memphis scored 155 last night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. At halftime, they were down. That's a 12. Yeah, they were down like 16 points at halftime. The Pistons.
Never know.
Have about 100K in base in sports cards.
Wow.
That's kind of nice. Why KD rookie card going for 20K? Wow. It's not worthless. Yeah, same with the Kings. Yeah.
The NBA, I mean, teams come back from 20-point deficits all the time. So I don't know why we're making
nothing special at this point.
No.
MJ baseball card, Mahomes rookie card. Rookie Luka's about 3. These 4th quarters, man, having straight. Who wants it more? For real. My grandma passed and has so many. I got it. I did when I was a kid. Let's hope for the Sabres win. Let's do. That's crazy profitable. Hey, there you go. Yeah. I think
See,
I don't know.
I want to get card. I'm if I was going to invest in like baseball cards, I'd be looking at like minor league players right now. Like I'd be looking at players that maybe are just straight out of the draft or stuff like that, or things like that you think could be pretty good. There'd be a couple I kind of that I don't think would be too expensive that I would kind of have my eye on. But yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But the new ones are on mine. Glaber is dead wood. Awful defender. Can't hit in the clutch. You guys don't know.
Well, everybody on the Yankees are awful defenders, but that's beyond the point.
Brain dead player. Dude, statistics don't lie. I don't know what you want. Don't look at the stats. Then what? No, we're not going to watch every single Yankee game. The stats are the stats. Shut up. Got my first shotgun. Nice. Enjoy. Have fun. Yeah, I'm doing that. There you go. Never fired him. Your guns. Okay. Morning, gentlemen. Morning. What an ugly game Thursday night football was cashed. The under. And Myers over field goals. There you go. I will say I'm happy, Nick. So in our family league, I'm in the championship. I picked up Seattle's defense last night.
Nice.
Yeah, it's insane. The cards he had. It's just I'm not a big baseball fan. Wow. Cards definitely go over 200K. There you go. Yeah, see what you can get for them, but if they're sentimental, then you don't have to sell them. Nick, let's jump into this one.
Yeah, let's get into it. We have the NBA. We have 8 games in the NBA. We'll start off here with the Orlando Magic. They're taking on the New York Knicks. Line opened up 5.5. It's now a 7. Line up 212. It's now 213. Taking a look at the cash flow in this one here. This is going to have me log in because it's been a second since I've done this. Yep. Cool. So we'll get up the matchups real quick when I'm getting up the cash flow. We have the Orlando Magic, who are 19-13 straight up this year, 18-13 and 1 ATS, 14-18 over under, 12-3 at the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida. On the flip side, we have the New York Knicks, who are 20-10, 15-4 and 1 ATS, 17-13 over under, 10-6 on the road away from Madison Square Garden this year. We have 51% of the tickets and 57% of the cash is coming in on the Knicks. It opened up at a 5, immediately went to a 6, and now we're seeing 7. So, and the line move towards the Knicks makes sense now. 87% of tickets, 84% cash on the over. The line's moving towards the over here as well. The Knicks are coming in on 5 straight wins. They're coming in off of a Christmas win, but no cover. The only game that went right for me on Christmas was the Spurs plus the points. And then on the flip side, we have the Orlando Magic coming in on the second half of a back-to-back. They played against Miami last night at home. They lost 89-88 in an absolute barn burner there. For me, this would be New York or nothing. If I'm playing, I'm laying. Would be the way I would approach this game. The markets are pointing towards the Knicks probably blow them out. I think this is a bad situational spot for the Magic coming in off of that loss against probably definitely a bigger rival in the Miami Heat because it's the in-state matchup there. I would only look towards the Knicks, and I kind of want to see what the best available number on the New York Knicks is because I'm kind of interested in taking them today.
I was leaning the opposite direction just because you look at the spot. I actually think it's a good spot for the Magic. I know that sounds crazy. They're coming off of blowing a big lead yesterday. And what do you want to do right after you lose against a rival or blow a big lead? You want to get right back out there. If the Magic were the same age as like the Lakers or the Warriors or like a team like that where they're an older team, no way I would be interested in it. The Magic are a young, hungry team, and I think that this could be a good spot where the Magic kind of bounce back here, and getting 7 points is kind of nice. The Knicks coming off of a nice Christmas Day win. And now they head to Orlando. Who do they have up next? They have 2 games in Washington up next, so not really any look-ahead spot. But I would kind of lean towards the Magic here to cover, but I'm going to probably end up staying off of it.
Okay. One angle I kind of want to look at for this game here. What about the over in this one here? Because, yes, the Magic have been struggling the Magic, overs and Magic games kind of can be worrisome. Feels like a lowish number, 213 and a half I'm seeing here. I'm seeing
That's
212
really for the Magic, though.
But what did we just see from the Magic last night? They put up 88 points against the Miami Heat. They were held under 90, which is tough to do, really. They were 34 from 77 from the field, including 5 from 29 from three-point range. You got to think that they shoot better tonight at the very least than what they did last night.
But this is not like a low total for the Magic. You look at the last 4 Magic games, 3 of them are under this total. There's a 209, a 205, and a 208 and a half. I don't know, just because we've seen this with the Magic, and they've been going under. They've gone under in 4 out of 5.
Okay.
I don't necessarily think I can trust an over here, Nick.
Fair. Yeah, I was thinking maybe they have a bounce back shooting night after doing that last night, but yeah, no, I'll stay off.
I'll look at what they're selling at, not what their prices are.
Yeah.
Nick Smash. Nick, do you have a chat record?
Yes. Yep, I do. Yep. Let me get that up real quick. There we go. We have that. Everyone's still negative. Coyote is at negative 7.09. I'm at negative 7.16. Untouchable, negative 2.05. So still very similar to before. It's just more games added to the record. Yeah. So still a little bit of a distance away from being profitable there.
Brunson over Pra. Knicks have the best two. Have the 2 best starting lineups. Second best in the NBA. Now we'll win in the playoffs. We'll see.
If they stay healthy. If they stay healthy, the New York Knicks are a dangerous team. And it would be nice to see New York do literally anything in sports right now.
Yeah, I prefer not to be the Knicks. Magic team total under. It's now a pick 'em between Oklahoma and Navy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think at this point it's Oklahoma or nothing still, but I'm going to just take the over and move on. Someone needs to be fired. Someone needs to fire the Pittsburgh college football coach. 7-0, possibly looking at an ACC championship game and all that stuff to a 7-6.
Ouch. Yeah, I knew they were a little bit fugazi in the beginning of the season, but Jesus, I didn't think that bad.
Yeah, no, they were pretty bad. Pass. Magic have too many injuries, 3 key players out, and they've been out for a while.
I was going to say, and it's not even like the first game back or first game without their star players type of angle.
Navy is a smash.
Has the line moved towards Navy or moved towards Oklahoma?
Towards Navy. Brunson, 20 points. Knicks money line. Magic can't shoot. I go Knicks team total over. You have to be a member to do the contest, but you know this. You just don't like us enough. 446. We understand. St. Louis and Utah Hockey Club last night. Official place for me. There you go.
There you go.
Look at those pathetic records. I would have won easily, but you're not in the contest, so shut up. Wendell Carter over assists. 0-3 in the NFL put me negative.
Well, did Untouchable have plays yesterday? I didn't see any starred plays yesterday.
I don't remember. Untouchable, let me know.
Untouchable, if you had any plays yesterday, please let me know in the chat. I wasn't around at the show, and Tim didn't star any for me.
I'm sorry. Navy money line. Navy got it plus 125 yesterday. There you go. Navy -1 now. Last night was 2.5. Wait, you're negative. I would have been so profitable last night. Okay. Navy +1. Knicks money line and the Sabres money line. Good luck. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah, let's keep it going. The San Antonio Spurs are taking on the Brooklyn Nets. The Spurs 7-point favorites, total of 214. We were both on San Antonio on Christmas.
Yes.
But that was they were 9.5-point dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're talking they're 7-point road favorites. This line opened up at a 4.5. It's all the way up to a 7 now. So this line's moved 2.5 points towards them. Line opened up at a 215. It's down to a 213.5. So we'll move towards the under here as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow where we have 92% of tickets and 86% of cash on the over. And this line has done nothing but drop so far, where it's moved. How many points was it? 1.5 since the opening line, which I'm kind of interested in under in this game potentially. 54% of tickets and 59% of cash on the Spurs. The line's moving dramatically towards them, which kind of tells me potentially we have an injury to where this line has moved as much as it has. Because that's what when I see a line move this much, I don't think these line moves this much are market based. I think they're more injury based. It looks like Dorian Finney-Smith is day-to-day. Williams is day-to-day. Cam Thomas is day-to-day. Bogdanovich is out.
Nothing big. Big injuries.
The Nets are 12-18. They're 17-12-1 over ATS, 15-15 over under, 5-8 at home. The Spurs are 15-15 straight up at ATS. They're 17-13 over under. They're 4-8 on the road. They're coming in off of their fourth straight cover. Their second straight loss, though. They lost it, but covered in the Christmas game against the New York Knicks as 8.5-point dogs. They also covered as 5.5-point dogs by the hook against Philadelphia in their last game in their game before that on the 23rd. They have covered in 4 in a row, but now we're asking them to lay points on the road, which I do not want to do with this San Antonio Spurs team. And the market's kind of telling me this is going to be a little bit of a lower scoring game. And I feel like we can look maybe towards an under in this game potentially, if anything. But I don't think I'm getting involved in this game. If anything, it's an under.
I don't blame you. I was actually, I know this sounds gross. I was actually looking towards the Spurs. And the main reason why is, what did we just see last night from the Nets? They came back and won as 10.5-point dogs. That's what we saw from them last night. And I think it could be a little bit more of a letdown spot for them, especially on a back-to-back. So I would actually look more towards the Spurs in this game, laying the points here. Plus Spurs coming off of a loss on Christmas. This may be one that I add later on in the day, but this one I could definitely see as a gross play, and I might go and jump on the Spurs -7 later.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, it's his Spurs or nothing for me, but not getting involved.
I don't blame you. Maurice. No, I didn't make them the official plays. Wemby, 20 points Spurs. Spurs smash. No effing way. The Spurs can be favorited. Yeah, it can be the Spurs. Nets team total under. Nets just railed in the fourth quarter. They were supposed to lose that game last night versus the Bucks. They had no Giannis, no Dame. No Giannis, no Dame, and they're still that big of favorites? Jesus. They were Detroit spread, Seattle under, Seattle over field goals, Blazers, the over in the Toledo game in Toledo. There you go, Nick. Those were his plays yesterday.
Those were official or no?
Yes, I think those were in the chat.
Okay.
No new injuries for the Nets. Same team they played with last night. Past lame game. Nets playing scrubs now because they have good coaching. Well, but they have good coaching. Wemby over Pra, sure. Just lob it to Wemby, for real. What's up, Gio? Chris Paul over assist. Wemby over points. Spurs should easily win. Wemby should score 30. Easy, no one's on the Nets can guard him. Tries to correct himself. Still can't spell. If they made the Knicks go under, why would you think the Nets would go not going under? He said they weren't OP. Maybe they made them unfit. I don't know. Wemby over 30 plus 220. Lock it up. Oh, you know that's not hitting now. All right, Nick. It's going to be gross, but I'm going to go after this game.
Let's get into it. Indiana Pacers and the Boston Celtics. The Celtics 12.5-point favorites, total 232 in this game. Line opened up in 11. It's now at 12.5, so we do have a move towards the Boston Celtics. Line opened up 233.5. It's now new at 232, so we'll move towards the under here as well. Let's get into the cash flow, where, wow, 81% of the tickets and 84% of the cash is on the Indiana Pacers. And the line's moving towards the Celtics. That's interesting there. 85% of tickets, 78% of the cash on the over here as well. And the line's dropping as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow, or not the cash flow, the matchup in this game. The Celtics are 22-8 straight up, 11-19 ATS, 13-16-1 over under, 11-5 at home. On the flip side, the Indiana Pacers are 15-16 straight up, 13-17-1 ATS, 17-13-1 over under, 7-11 on the road. The Celtics are coming in off of not one, but two losses in a row to the Orlando Magic as 9.5-point favorites and to the 76ers as 9.5-point favorites. Now they're 12.5. On the flip side, the Indiana Pacers are coming in off of a loss against the Oklahoma City Thunder. That snapped a 5-game winning streak for them. Boston's also lost 3 of the last 4 games. The only game I backed Boston the last 4 games, so it was the one they dominated in. And I think this is a spot where the Celtics dominate. Nobody wants the Celtics right now, laying this many points. The public's all over the Pacers right now. And the line's moving towards the Celtics. I can get minus 12 on Caesars. I'm going to move on Boston here in this game. And I'm just going to stick to the full game because I think they can run away with it late. But Boston minus 12 for me to get my day started.
I'm on the same page. I took the Celtics minus 12.5. And you know I don't lay big numbers. Ever. That's not the way I do it. Unless there's a good spot for it. And the spot is Boston coming off of losing on Christmas. And the Pacers are on a second leg of a back-to-back. So I think this is you could where's Nasty Nate when you need him, Nick? Celtics trifecta. I think this game is over early. I think the Celtics just are up like 10 after the first and completely run away with it, win this game by like 30.
So you would look at alternative spreads?
I would look towards alternative spreads with Boston today.
I could see something along the lines of like 123-96 in this game.
Yeah, I could easily see something like that.
I like it. Boston minus 12 gets my day started.
Nick, gonna say Boston never covers. Give me the Pacers. Watch to me. Nope. Boston minus 12.5. First quarter, Boston by 5. Tatum over Pra. Coyote, 1 unit on Wemby, over 30 points. Bet is in. Give it a shot. Celtics smash. Plus 220. What book? And DK McConnell over Pra. Okay, I might. Yeah, they were not official plays. LOL would have been a split. Okay, gotcha. Pascal over Pra. 2-1. Nets can't guard him. The National Nate play of the day, Celtics. I don't give a what the spread is.
Yeah, I don't. No, I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is. That's what I DT.
Oh, my bad.
That's a Earle thing. That's not a Nasty Nate thing. That's a Earle thing. Another Pub Sports Radio guy.
Gotcha. How about this one, Nick?
Yeah, we have the Memphis Grizzlies and the New Orleans Pelicans. The Grizzlies are 9.5-point favorites with a total of 237.5 in this game. We have the Grizzlies coming in off of a monster win last night. They won 100. They put up 155 last night against what was it? They played Toronto, and now they get New Orleans. Just absolute powerhouses they get to go up against here.
They're
and they're
sitting most
9.
of their guys by the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so I mean,
they're up like 20 something.
Yeah. The Pelicans are 5-26. They're 11-20 ATS. They're 15-15 and 1 over under. They're 4-12 at home. The Grizzlies are 21-10 straight up NATS, 19-12 over under, 7-6 on the road. We have, as I mentioned, the Grizzlies are coming in off of 155 to 126 win last night. Jesus. That game soared over the total, and that was a total of 241 last night. On the flip side, the Pelicans have lost 8 games in a row and have really been struggling here. Line opened up at a 9.5. We're starting to see 9s now, so we do have a half-point line movement towards the Parleys. Line opened up 239. It's down to a 237 as well, so a drop of a couple points there for the total. And that's kind of where I was leaning in this game. 67% of tickets and 63% of cash is on the over in this one here. The line moving towards the under. 61% of tickets, 67% of cash on the Grizzlies. Line moving towards the Parleys a little bit. As we're continuing to see this line drop. What did we see last night, Tim? 155 points from the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't bet these very often, but over on ESPN Bet, I can get 237.5 at -115. Give me the under. Under in this game, under 237.5, -115. I will look for. I will expect the Memphis Grizzlies not to score 155 points tonight. On a second half of a back-to-back after that type of game last night. And I think everybody sees that and is going to want the over, and I think this game goes under. So under 237.5. And I think New Orleans does not contribute much to this total either. So that's all. I feel like this total is asking New Orleans to put up 100, really. And I don't know if they do that today. So for me, under 237.5.
I was looking at that pregame, and the more you talk about it, I'm going to jump on it with you. I can get under 237.5. Yeah, no, I'm down for that. This is definitely a spot that I could see a lower scoring game, especially after last night. Not to mention, can we look more towards the Pelicans team total under?
Yeah, I can see that too.
The Pelicans are the worst offensive team in the NBA. They're averaging 105.9 points a game, which is dead last. So I'm going to go take the under with you in this game. I'm getting under 237.5. My one worry would be the Grizzlies putting it over by themselves. Like not by themselves, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
just going crazy. But
if that's your worry, ready? I'm gonna have you guess the number here. You want to take a guess what the Pelicans team total is?
They're 8.5, 9.5 point dogs at 237.5. 108.
You can get over on Pinnacle at 114.5 or on Fanatics 113.5.
That's fair. It's not a bad option, but yeah, I would look towards the Pelicans team total under.
Yeah, the more. I wish I waited a second, didn't pull the trigger on the full game under, just took the team total under, but it is what it is. That's already placed. I'm not going to double up on this spot.
That's fine. Lots of chat. Don't sell me. Okay, better. 1 unit on it. Throw something on it. Grizz smash. If we lose 1 unit, won't kill you. Sell the card. Oh, no. I did as an official play also. For the Wemby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 3K in the market. How's that going down? Morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Real Deal. Babe over. No, I'm kidding. Bane, I got you. Pelicans +9. What's up, fellas? Memphis, first quarter, 10-3 against the spread. First quarter on the road. There you go. Huge ratings on Christmas. I heard the NFL did way better on views. Plus 9.5. 9 is plus 105. Okay. Zach over 10.5 points. Can't go under versus the Grizzlies scoring way too many points. Okay. Pels suck. No way they cover against the hot Grizzlies. That's kind of what I was thinking. That's why we wanted to take the under. LJ from H-Town. Let's get it. Maybe I'm falling for a trap in college football, but I have Navy plus 3, Texas A&M money line. I end up taking a different approach to that Navy game, Nick. I did a Detroit Lunny for that game as well. I took a 6-point teaser. I grabbed Oklahoma plus 5 now, and the over 37.5.
Okay.
Already at over 7.5 points. Okay. Pels score 11 last night versus a defense team. No way they go under versus the Grizzlies. I know, right? No chance. Markel said, don't take Cole Anthony under. He scored 0 points.
I saw that. That was a stone cold under.
37.5, Vegas, New Orleans, lowest total for an NFL game this year.
Is that the lowest total?
Coyote, does that mean you gift 446 a membership if you win the contest? Nope, he's got to get it himself. We're not gonna. No, he's got to do it. He's got to do it. Where did you get plus 3? I mean, you probably could have gotten plus 3s for like minus 120, 125, something like that.
Yeah. By the way, if people gift memberships, it's random. So, I mean, if you're gifted a membership, you can be part of the contest. If somebody comes in here randomly and gifts 10 subs or 10 memberships and you happen to get one, then yes, you can participate. But
but not 446.
If
I'm joking, Nick. I'm being sarcastic.
Okay, I was gonna say if a random person comes in and he just happens to get one of the memberships, yeah, he can participate. Not a problem whatsoever. It's just meant to try to generate revenue for the channel in order to pay out the winners. Is kind of the way this is going. That's the way my thought process was for it. But we'll move on. Maybe the matchup of the night. Nope, never mind. There's one later. That's pretty good too. We have the Houston Rockets and the Minnesota Timberwolves. This line opened up minus 1.5 for the T-Wolves. Is now minus 1 for the Rockets. So dog to favorite for the Rockets here in this game. Line up to 215. It's now 211.5. So we do a pretty decent move towards the under here in this one. Probably too far of a move for me to be interested in the under. But that being said, let's take a look at the matchup here. We have the Houston Rockets, who are 21-9 this year, straight up at 19-11 ATS, 15-15 over under, 11-3 at home. They're coming back after a road trip, though. They're on the second half of back-to-back. They were in New Orleans last night. Not a far travel from New Orleans to Houston, so nothing crazy there. And then we have the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are coming off of a win as a dog on Christmas night against the Dallas Mavericks, which snapped a 3-game losing streak for them. The T-Wolves are 15-14 straight up, 12-17 ATS, 13-16 over under, 7-8 on the road. This line movement's kind of telling me that the side is the Houston Rockets, and they are the better team. I don't think we're splitting atoms there, saying that they're the better team. We have for the spread, 53% of the tickets are on the Rockets, but 53% of cash is on the T-Wolves. But for the money line, 64% of tickets, 59% of cash on the Rockets. So, yeah, it makes sense that the Rockets have gone from dog to favorite in this game. You can get a minus 105 on Bovada. Is the best available number that I'm seeing. I'm going to take a shot here with the Rockets. Rockets minus 105 over on Bovada. Money line. Don't need to worry about a spread or anything like that. Just money line here for me. Rockets minus 105.
Yep. I already put that one in. That was one of the plays that if I did a free pick video on the NBA last night, it would have been this game, and it would have been the Rockets. The Timberwolves are coming off of I don't care that it was a 6-point game, Nick, by the way, a blowout win versus the Mavericks. I strongly believe that it is indeed a blowout win because the Minnesota Timberwolves won by 6. They were up 6. They lost the fourth quarter by 16 points. They were up 22 going into the fourth. So they almost lost that game, but I don't care. That's a definition of a blowout for me. Even though it was a 6-point game.
The game was never in doubt.
The game was never in doubt. So a dominant win on Christmas. And now you get the Rockets, who did play last night. I will say that they did play last night. But once again, I'm not worried about the Rockets playing it last night because they are a young team. And with young teams, I'm okay with them playing back-to-backs. I like the Rockets here. I think they get the job done against the T-Wolves, who I think the T-Wolves are just a little bit overrated this year. And it's kind of proven throughout the start of the year. I'm on the Rockets here. I got their money line at -110.
I like it.
The contest results are embarrassing. No one should win. You have to be profitable in order to win the contest, right?
I was going to say, in order to win the one of the things is mine. Yeah.
There you go. Also 110. Rockets money line. Rockets first half. You know where I'm going. 11-3 against the spread at home. There you go. And if you're going to trust anybody with Houston sports, boom. Edwards over points. Rockets double result. I like that.
I don't hate that look either. Yeah.
I can see the Rockets destroying this game. I'm just reading the contest rules now. Interesting. Yeah. A little ice. Rockets -105. See them rules. Mr. Numbers is banned. You forgot that footnote. Mr. Numbers is not banned. Mr. Numbers is complaining because he's cheap and doesn't want to buy himself into the contest. He is not banned. Thank you.
With all the money that you bet on sports, that you claim you bet on sports with on Twitter, where I see your $500 bets, your $300 bets, your random $100 bets, and you can't do a $6 membership to compete, like, come on.
And then complains about it. No, 446. We didn't. Whatever. Wolves season will turn around off that win. Wolves win tonight. Lock it up. I don't think so. That's just me. If people took it seriously, serious for the contest, would be going for everyone. Yeah. I didn't see that. LOL, funny. Nice to see you in the chat. 446. Wolves ain't that good. I knew the contest would fail. Just saying. Well, you know what? Whatever. Because of people like you. What's up? Yep. Yeah. Well, we don't unit shame. Wolves are fighting internally, but that win will bring them together. Could. Mr. Numbers just got demolished. 446. Wolves will not make the playoffs. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Nick, I'm probably going to go after this game too.
Dallas Mavericks and Phoenix Suns. The Suns favorites in this game. Line opened up at a 2.5. We're now down to a 1 though, so we do have a move towards these Dallas Mavericks. Line opened up 228. It's down to a 224. We're messing with such a close spread. I want to see what the money line is real quick, because this line opened up at a -140. Now we're seeing -115 for Phoenix. So there's that. We have 50% of tickets and 55% of cash on the Suns spread. 71 and 78 on the money line. Yet this line's moving towards the Mavericks in this game here. The Mavericks coming in off of that Christmas Day loss, and the Suns are coming off of a Christmas Day win. So kind of an interesting dynamic there. One thing we got to keep in mind, though, is I believe there's an injury here in this game, if I remember right, because Luka is out for this game. He'll be reevaluated in 1 month after sustaining a left calf strain. So this is their first game without Luka Doncic. And that's why the line is the way it is. And you know my angle that I love to bet. I want to back the teams with the first game without their star player.
Yeah.
That's what I want to back. And I'm going to do that here in this one. Give me the Dallas Mavericks at -105 in this game.
I'm clicking them in as we speak. And I'm getting +102. I'm all over it. This is a Mavericks team that is coming off their Christmas Day loss, and a Suns team that's coming off of a big win. So I'm gonna roll with you. I'm gonna be on the Dallas Mavericks in this one.
I like it.
And then I'll probably have one more NBA play in the next one. Only for people who lie and brag, we should unit shame. Okay, that's fair. KD over 28 points. I'm down 4K today. Oh, bummer. Market is in the toilet.
I wonder if that's because a lot of people are selling their stock to have money for Christmas.
Being down 4,000 does not make a big difference. Tim, are you on the Knickerbockers? No, I am not. I'm against. I would lean the opposite way. Quiz is cool. What's up, Markel? 4-4-6 back. No Luka for those who didn't know. Hey, fade them on their first game away. All right, Nick. This should be an interesting matchup.
We have the Cleveland Cavaliers. They head to the Mile High to take on the Denver Nuggets. We have the Cavaliers as 2.5-point road favorites, total 235.5 in this game. Take a look at the line history in this one here, where we have this line opening up at a -1.5 for Denver, and it's flipped to -2.5 for Cleveland. I'm assuming an injury there. Line opened up 236, still 236. We have 62% of tickets and 58% of cash is on the Cavaliers spread, 77 and 72 on the money line here in this game. 75% of tickets, 64% of the cash is on the over in this one as well. The Denver Nuggets are coming in off of a Christmas Day loss against the Suns. That was quite annoying. I had the Nuggets in that game. They lost 110-100. Even though I was kind of stupid, and I said when I broke down the game on the 23rd between the Suns and the Nuggets, I said pass that game, but then bet the opposite team on Christmas, and I did not follow that. Cleveland coming in on 5 straight wins after losing 122 and 113 against Miami. They've rattled off wins against Washington, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, and Utah. They did not have a Christmas Day game, so they've had a few days off now, these Cleveland Cavaliers. As for injuries, because I'm assuming there's something.
Gordon's out. Murray's questionable.
Murray's questionable here in this one, which this line move kind of tells me that probably he won't play, considering that they've gone from 1.5-point favorites to 2.5-point dogs. Ultimately, it's a no play for me. Maybe if Murray gets ruled out, this line will move to a 3.5-4 range, and I can bet the Nuggets then. I have no interest in this game right now, though.
I did see an interesting stat with Murray, and that's my boy. I love Murray. In games that Murray's started, I believe the Nuggets are 11-11. In games that Westbrook has started, they're 5-1. So for some reason, the Nuggets have been better when Westbrook starts this year, which is definitely interesting. I did not expect that.
This is elite.
He is not elite. Don't do that. But I feel like he kind of fits with this Nugget system. Yeah, if I can get 3.5, 4 for the Nuggets later, if they officially mark out Murray, I'll take it. With this line movement, I'm probably going to stay off of this for right now.
Fair. Yeah, no. I need to see this market mature a little bit more.
Yeah. Nuggets are dogs. Yes, they are, because also keep in mind the Cavaliers are the best team in basketball. They should sell off, be in the new year for tax purposes. Whatever. Tim, are you on the Celtics? Yes, I am. Nuggets money line. Nuggets have been frustrated. It has been a little bit of a frustrating year.
The Nuggets are kind of giving me vibes of what the Tampa Bay Lightning did a few years ago when they were making their multiple runs to the Stanley Cup Finals, where they just didn't give a fuck during the regular season and coasted by. And I think they got like the 3 seed in the Atlantic one year. Like they didn't care about the regular season because they know once playoffs came around, that's when they'll show up.
Yeah. I'm not worried about regular season right now. Joker over rebounds. Joker triple-double. Yes. It's already 3 on DK. Westbrook is the GOAT. Don't say that. Nuggets should get rid. You're a fucking idiot. That's interesting. Mitchell over 23.5 points. FanDuel stinks. Triple-doubles at plus 130. Trade Joker. No.
That's an underpay for the team getting him.
Dude, if the owner ever did that, he would be fired on the spot. Soon as Tim says play Westbrook more, you know they're in trouble. I did not say play Westbrook more. Fanatics, best team. Record-wise, the Cleveland Cavaliers are the best team. Yes. Have you looked at the standings? Cleveland's 26-4 this year. Not slandering him. The team's awful. No, the team's injured. Westbrook over points. Joker goes stupid, dummy, crazy, but not tonight. FanDuel smart. That's why bigger book. There you go. Last basketball game, and then we're going to have to jump into hockey. But, Nick, I will say I will have to go after this game because I have to head to work.
Okay.
Sorry.
Golden State Warriors and the LA Clippers. This line opened up around 3.5. It's now 4.5 for the Clips. Line opened up at a 217.5. It's now down to a 212.5. A massive move towards the under here in this one. 49% of tickets, 58% of cash on the Clippers. The line's moving towards them. 92% of tickets, 91% cash on the over here as well in this game. We have the Golden State Warriors coming in off of a loss on Christmas, 115 to 113 against the Lakers. It's their second straight loss, and they're 5th in the last 6 games. On the flip side, we have the Clippers, who have won 3 of their last 4, including their last game on the 23rd. So they've had a few days off. They win against the Memphis Grizzlies. Sorry. Not a game I have particularly too much interest in. It would be Clippers or nothing. I'd be laying the points or nothing here in this game. But other than that, I'm not getting involved.
I'm trying to figure out why the Clippers are this big of a favorite. I know that there's been heavy regression from this Warriors team, but enough to make the Clippers a 4.5-point favorite in this game? I don't know about that one. I would probably lean towards Warriors in this game, especially off their Christmas Day loss. By the way, that Christmas Day game pissed me off because I had the under in that game, and the over hit with 6.3 seconds left on the clock, Nick, when Curry hit the 3 to tie the game after it probably shouldn't have hit. But I would lean Warriors in this game. Is it enough for me to go after it? No.
Fair.
But I'll head back to the chat, and then I'll let you take over for hockey. Man, what did you guys get for Christmas? Bunch of good stuff. Clippers smash. You heard it here first. Nuggets, no. Tim's going to miss the best part of the show. Hey, I have to work, unfortunately. Harden over assist. At least Tim shows up. Progress, shut up. Oh, well. Tim gave some effort today. Dude. All right. I'm not even going to. Loving the show. A bunch of player props. There you go. Triple-double for Westbrook. Sorry, triple-double and then Westbrook over points. I was about to say that was weird. All my NBA plays. Plus money on these player props. Hopefully make a comeback. Hopefully. Stop with the Pelicans. Tim's improving. I'm trying, dude. I have to work every day. I have to work a lot. So, anyways, Nick, have fun with the NHL. I hope there's a good day and go Sabres.
There you go. Yeah, the Sabres we'll talk about in the second game. We'll start it off here with the Detroit Red Wings and the Toronto Maple Leafs. We have the Maple Leafs as minus 150 favorites in this game. Total of 6. Getting into my projections for this one here. I have the I actually have this game priced pretty close between these two teams. Now, when we look at the Detroit Red Wings, they've not been very good. But on the flip side, neither of the Maple Leafs. I have this game projected closer towards a pick'em in this spot with the Red Wings being at home in this game. They're 17, 13, and 4. They did play each other just 13 days ago, and it was a win for the Detroit Red Wings over the Maple Leafs in that game. So I think that ultimately would be what's going to keep me off of betting against the Leafs in this spot, was the fact that these two teams literally just played, and it was a win for the Red Wings. But I do see value here. If you like the dog in this game, I see value in it here. So it would be Red Wings or nothing for me in this game. As for the total, I see some value in the over, projected for 6.45 goals. Seeing a 6 is interesting. The last time these two teams played, it was a 4-2 win for the Red Wings. The Red Wings are coming in off of a shutout loss. Okay, so never mind. So this is a play. They're coming in off of a 4-0 loss against the St. Louis Blues. Plus, there is value on the over. So everything correlates here for me. Over 6, minus 110. If you guys want, over on Fanatics, they have 5.5 at minus 135. I'm just going to take the 6 at minus 110 over on Bet365. So over 6 for me here. Detroit and Toronto to get my hockey card started. Let's see. Markel, you were dissing Michael Anthony. There you go. See you, Tim. You know how many people work 2 jobs in the world? Tim complains about showing up here. Okay. Wait, Coyote, why are you betting the Pelicans? I don't even remember that. Smoke too much. There you go. Wings money line. I know that. Oh, it's the head coaching bump there too. Yeah, I want some Red Wings action out too. Let's see. See what the best available number is. Plus 130. Yeah, I'm going to add that too. I totally forgot about the head coaching bump there with the Red Wings. So, yeah, I'll take a shot with Detroit as well in this game. On the money line, plus 130 over on Bet365, as well as the over 6. So I'm doubling up on this first game. Here we go. So you're saying I made you money. There you go. Memphis overrated and a bad spot for them. There you go. I took the over in Leafs puck line revenge spot. No, you're saying I would go the over. There you go. Yep, they fired their head coach. You need to stop smoking, man. There you go. Didn't the Wings fire their coach, or I'm dreaming? Nope, they did. No, I totally blanked on that. I've had so much going on lately that I just forgot about it. It happens. Wings game over 5.5. Oh, damn, my bad. Well, I'm adding Wings money line. There you go. Yeah, I'm good. Wings always suck. Yeah. No, I just blanked on it. It happens. There you go. We'll move on. The Buffalo Sabres are minus 170 favorites in this game. I get it. They just they just won their they had a Christmas miracle. They won a hockey game in their last one there. It was a blowout win too for the Buffalo Sabres. They're taking on the Chicago Blackhawks in this game. And I get it. They just won. In what world should the Buffalo Sabres be laying $1.70? Ever right now against anybody? Wrong. Granted, they've played well against the Chicago Blackhawks as of late. And they are coming in off of a win. Good for them. Chicago is coming in off of back-to-back losses. They were competitive in both of them. They lost 4-3 against Minnesota and 6-4 against Calgary. After winning 3 in a row against the Kraken, Capitals, and Islanders. I want to take a shot at the Blackhawks here in this game. They're coming off multiple losses, but they've had a few days off. Everybody's had a few days off now. And for me, this is just plain and simply the Buffalo Sabres should not be minus 170 favorites right now against anybody. And that's a pretty simple cap right here for that. So plus 140 over on Bet365 for me with the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm your guider in life. Real pro capper doesn't take days off. That was the first day I had off, that I haven't bet a game in forever. So and it wasn't in my control, I didn't have a way to put in my numbers. I don't bet games blind or bet games on feel. I bet them on numbers. Damn, that was so expected, and yet didn't take them. The Sabres, the one bloody time. There you go. Went Sabres and over. The Hawks have come back down after their little run. Buffalo lost 100 in a row, favored minus 170. Are you nuts? They won their last game, but yeah, I had to take Sabres minus 1.5 because I can't trust Mrazek for the time being. If he is confirmed, there you go. Hawks team total over. Yeah, that's another good way to approach it if you want to fade the Sabres without having to take the money line against them. Let's move on though. I'm probably going to be on the first 3 games here, and this one is going to be a favorite. I'm going to be on for sure. Let's talk about it. The New Jersey Devils and the Carolina Hurricanes. The Devils minus 125 favorites, total 5.5 in this one. And the Devils are the best team in hockey. That is my opinion. That is my looking at the numbers. They have been absolutely dominating. They've won the expected goal battle in feels like every game the last 12 or 15 games or something like that. 4.302 expected goals for, 2.419 against. Absolutely dominating their opponents. And my numbers have them here around a minus 180, minus 190 range in this game. The Devils have been playing ridiculously well. I also have this game projected for 6.27 goals. So a 5.5 does make me interested in an over in this game as well. The Hurricanes are coming in off of a loss, and they're struggling on the road. They're 8-1 on the road this year, the Hurricanes, compared to 13-4 at home. And for me, this is Devils, and I kind of want to take an over 5.5 here as well. Devils and over for me. I can get the Devils minus 126 over on FanDuel, and I'm going to grab the over as well because this line should be a 6, not a 5.5. So Devils money line minus 126, full game over 5.5 minus 115. Looks like I'm firing away here on this card. First card back for the NHL, and I'm really liking it. So 5 plays in the first 3 games. Here we go. So Devils money line over for me as well. Devils win the cup. My pick of the year. Who agrees? I put that out a while ago. I have them plus 650 to win the East, 14-1 to win the cup. This game is it is going to be good. What's up, guys? Hope all is well. Happy New Year's. Occupancy in the house. It's been a hot minute since we've seen you. What's going on, man? Yes. Occupancy. Yeah. People excited to see you in the chat there. Go Devils. Devils. Tage Thompson anytime goal. Devils money line. I'm down 3,200 now. Was down. All right. It's been a while. Yeah. We'll keep it going. Boston Bruins, Columbus Blue Jackets. The Bruins minus 150 road favorites, total 6 in this game. Let's take a look at the projections for this one here. I think this game was the first one I'm going to be passing on. I have this game projected for 5.96 goals. So I think the total is correct. As for the side in this one, I have this game projected. I'm trying to do math in my head right now, or trying to do calculations in my head right now at around a minus 155 range. So I think this is about correct. Columbus, I mean, they've been whatever this year. They're 14, 15, and 6 straight up. This year they're 10-4-3 at home, so they play really well at Columbus. Boston, 19-13-4 this year. They're 8-7-2 away from TD Garden in Boston. So this is a Boston team that does play better at home. Both these teams play better at home. They're Columbus coming off of a 5-4 win in their last game against Montreal. Boston coming in off of back-to-back wins and 4 of their last 5. And they've received points in 5 straight. They're only lost in the last 5 games. Was against Edmonton in overtime. This Boston team is playing better now than they did in the beginning of the year. And I have really no interest no interest in this game whatsoever. I think this all aligned correctly, so it's a pass for me. Let's see. Devils feel like a trap. If it's Tokarski, I'm starting. If it's Tokarski starting, puck line, New Jersey. Yeah. There you go. Happy New Year. What's good, Brio Kelly? I know you picked the Devils. Okay. Columbus money line. Bruins puck line. I see Columbus, I think, over. That's fair. What about the under 6? I have a slight lean for that, but not playing it. Coach and Markey are likely to start for a daily faceoff. There you go. Over 6 contest pick. Whatever you want to say. Damn, it must have changed. I saw Tokarski and Markstrom. Fair. Let's continue on. We have 4 games remaining in the NHL. We have the St. Louis Blues and the Nashville Predators. The Predators minus 130 favorites in this game with a total of 5.5. Another game that I think is priced correctly. My numbers have the Preds around a, what would that be? Around minus 135 favorites, and I have this game projected at 5.75 goals. The shine of the St. Louis Blues is completely worn off with Jim Montgomery. This team is struggling. They're getting outplayed. They're coming off of a nice 4-0 win in their last game against the Detroit Red Wings, but that was after 3 straight losses and 5 of the last 6 before that game that they lost. Nashville coming in on 2 straight wins, 3 of their last 4. They beat the Hurricanes at home in their last game. They're now hitting the road after our 4-game homestand where they went 3-0-1. Their only loss was in overtime against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So they're starting to play better. I feel like they've dug themselves too big of a hole, though, really. They're going to need a hell of a run in order to start to make a dent towards pushing towards the playoffs. I have no interest in this game whatsoever. I still don't want to lay numbers with the Preds. I don't trust them enough. But I don't see value on the Blues here at all either. I think this line is correct. I think the 5.5 is about correct. So no interest here for me. Let's see. Go. The draw. What about the under 5.5? Not a huge thought on that one there. OMG. Preds money line. They're starting to wake up. They are. Blues money line. We'll move on. 3 games remaining on the NHL card. The Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild. The Wild have kind of fallen off a little bit as of late. Minus 165, total 5.5. My projections for this game is for the Stars to be about minus 170, minus 180 range. So maybe a little bit of value with Dallas here in this one. And this game projected at a 5.87 for goals. So slightly leaning towards an over here as well. Let's take a look at the matchup here in this one, where Dallas is, Dallas, the line's moving towards them as well, so they're now up to minus 175, as I'm starting to see. So really not much value here in this spot for them. They have won 7 straight against the Minnesota Wild, and the Wild are starting to struggle here a little bit because of injuries. Erickson X still remains out. Middleton's out. But they're getting other players back. They're getting a little bit healthier. And they finally got some rest now after really going through a little bit there at the end. That game against the Blackhawks, great win for them, considering it's their third game in 4 days. And it was not the greatest of situational spots for them there, especially coming in off of those losses. But I have no interest in this game at all at the moment. I think that once again the lines are correct, and this would be a pass for me. Let's see. Blues money line. Pass. Wild money line. They finally beat the Stars after 10 years. There you go. Blues puck line. Stars money line. Give me the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. Touchable. Yeah. What about under 5.5? I lean towards the over slightly. But yeah. Pass. I heard CeeDee Lamb will be out the rest of the year, which is all 2 games for the Dallas Cowboys. It's no big deal. They're already out. We'll move on, though. 2 games remaining on the card, the Colorado Avalanche and the Utah Hockey Club. Colorado, minus 135 favorites in this game, total of 6. I have this game projected for 5.93 goals. I have Utah as around a pick 'em or a slight favorite in this game projection-wise. They've been pretty good as of late, 3.04 expected goals for, 2.83 against. So they've been an above-average team as of late. They're coming in off of a 3-2 loss against Dallas, where they really deserved better fortunes. 3.36 to 2.54 expected goals numbers there. And it's been a little bit of a longer of a break for the Avalanche. They played on the 22nd last, and they won 3 straight games before heading into the break. Granted, those were against San Jose, Anaheim, and Seattle. Now they head home. The Utah has been much better on the road, though, which is one thing, than they have at home. They're 5-6-4 at the Delta Center here in Salt Lake City. But I would like to take a shot here with Utah in this game as a dog. And I want to take a look what the best available number is for them, which it is plus 120 over on BetMGM. So I'm going to take a shot here. Give me the Utah Hockey Club, plus 120 against Colorado in this spot. Yes, Colorado is coming in playing well, but I think the long break is going to hurt them more than help them in this first game back. So I like Utah here at the plus 120 price tag in this game. So that's where we're going to go here. Utah on one end. Stars. This game gave me a headache. Pass. Fair. Where's my man Gio? We are the only ones who had the Eagles division winner. There you go. All I need is a few big scores, and then I can coach the rest of the contest. There you go. What about the over 6.5? I would lean towards the under. Utah plus 120. Untouchable. The contest is a fraud without 446. Just because you don't want to pay to enter does not make it a fraud. It's just like the good old Coyotes days in December. Utah Hockey Club plus 120 official play. I was sprinkle on Sergachev plus 457 and Kolyachuk plus 1278. Wow, that's a nice big number there. Plus 125. Okay, for Utah there for you. Yeah, a lot of some dogs tonight. Definitely some dogs tonight. Final game of the card. The Vegas Golden Knights and the San Jose Sharks. The Vegas Golden Knights minus 240 favorites in this game. Total of 6 in this one here. We have the Golden Knights, who I was dead wrong on this year. They've been awesome. Their depth has been really strong this year, and they've shown that they do not miss any of any of the players they lost in the offseason. Vegas is coming in off 3 straight wins, 7 of the last 8. And on the flip side, the San Jose Sharks have lost 5 in a row and 8 of their last 9. So am I interested in the Sharks? Not really. I mean, value-wise, yeah, there's maybe value on the Sharks. And if you want the Sharks, maybe it's a team total over rather than any type of money line play, because the Sharks have been putting up some goals, 3-2-2, 3-3-4 in the last 6 games. So, and the 2.5 would probably actually be a decent number if you're looking at that there. So maybe it's a Sharks team total over here for me for the late game. For anybody interested in getting involved here, team total over 2.5, -110 for San Jose. I would lean in that direction. Not going to pull the trigger right now, but that would be just a lean for me in this one. Let's see. Circa is +125. There you go. Occupancy. That's a name from the past. Night Smash. What do you think about the Yankees' move so far? Pitching wise, they've gotten better. Now, do I feel like they may have overpaid for 1 year of Devin Williams? Yeah, and I can't wait to break down. Let's see, 2025 roster. Let's see what they've gotten are so far. Or let's see, let's just go Fangraphs so I can see their full thing there. It feels like the Yankees are their main objection is to go out and get old MVPs that are past their prime. They got Cody Bellinger, which is fine. He's not a bad addition. It's not a terrible bat there. I mean, I like the Max Fried addition. He's going to be a strong lefty. That rotation is going to be very good. I'm still worried about the Yankee offense. I think game total unders for the New York Yankees are going to be awesome this year. Because when you have a rotation with Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, and pitchers like that in there, but then and things like that. I mean, and their bullpen's really strong too. They re-signed Jonathan Loáisiga. Luke Weaver's a beast. Devin Williams is one of the best closers in baseball. They have him for 1 year unless they extend him, which I don't know if anybody will ever take extensions anymore. And things along those lines. I think their game total unders will be a very good look this year when their pitchers go out there and shove, but their offense struggles when it's just Judge, really, because they lost some of their top hitters in the offseason. Soto was the best player on the one of their their best playoff performer, and their second best player last year. They lost him. They lost Gleyber Torres, who's their third best bat. So we'll see. Offensively, I'm that would be where I'd be concerned about the Yankees is offensively. Yankees have had the best offseason, Brio. Yeah, I think so too. Nick says Yanks overpaid for Williams. For 1 year of Williams, and you gave up Nestor Cortez and a really strong prospect that's going to be probably pretty decent in the Brewers system. Yeah. I believe the Red Sox are not doing anything. I think the Red Sox, are going to be pretty strong this year. Not doing anything. They've gone out and got a couple nice players. They've shored up their rotation there with Garrett Crochet and why am I drawing? Walker Buehler. I like that addition there. The Red Sox are going to be a team to watch out for. I would have them second in the division right now, behind the Yankees. I still think the Yankees overall roster-wise, they're better, but at the price range that you're going to be getting, yeah. How did the Yankees overpay for Devin Williams? That makes no sense at all. He was a top closer, and they gave up nothing. They gave up one of their best prospects, and they gave up Nestor Cortez, a starting pitcher, which starting pitchers, the markets for starting pitchers are way better than they are relievers. You could have gone out and you could have, yeah. Stanton was the best playoff performer. He was good too, but I don't trust Stanton over a 62 game season. I just don't. There you go. All your NHL plays. LOL. NHL plays. There you go. White Sox over 51.5 wins. I love that play. Love it. Nestor Cortez, a fifth starter. I wouldn't call him a fifth starter. And you're ignoring that. Like, even what you think he was that bad? He's still an ERA in like the threes. Like Nestor Cortez, I mean, as bad as people think he was last year, a 3.77 ERA over how many innings? Like, he's somebody who is exactly one of the best, or exactly what the Brewers are going to want. Because he'll go out there, he'll give you 6 innings, he'll be good. He gave 174 in the third innings at a 3.77 ERA. For a 4-starter, that's awesome. Like, even, okay, you're calling him a 5th starter. A 5th starter gives you 174 in a third innings pitched at a 3.77 is really good. So, I mean, and yeah, whatever. You like to talk down on Yankee players once they leave their organization. It is what it is. You're a god. Red Sox looking good. Yeah. Did this show turn into a baseball show? I will always talk baseball if someone brings it up. Hashtag Frio's fault. Yeah. One of their best prospects. He was all hype. He was not good. Hey, in the Brewers organization, that's where he's gonna be taken to the best. Honestly. Yankees first round exits. Yeah, my bad. Nestor is solid. I would want him. Yeah, I mean, if the Mets went out, honestly, I would have maybe preferred the Mets go out and get Nestor Cortez from the Yankees rather than Clay Holmes. Honestly, like I would take 174 in a third innings of 3.77. Yeah. I can't argue with people who don't watch Yankee games. First, he tells me Glaber was good, and now Cortez. I mean, 174 in a third innings pitch, a 3.77 ERA is pretty fucking good. So, and having Glaber offensively for someone who played over 150 games, and the only player that I mean, whatever. Brio didn't mention baseball. Yeah. Baseball shows will be Nick and 446 arguing once it's opening day. Probably 3-hour shows coming when baseball season starts. I can't wait. I can't wait to do future shows as well. I got to figure out when we're going to start to do those. Probably in February sometimes. We'll do 6 different shows talking about futures with each division. That's the way I think we're going to do it as well there. But there we go. But that is everything for today's card. Want to thank you guys as always for watching. If you have not already, hit the thumbs up button. An hour and 22 minutes in. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you guys are notified every time we are live here at ESB. It's going to be a little bit of a weird schedule going forward for me. I don't know. I'm not going to be on morning shows for the next 10 days because tomorrow we start the 10 straight days of 10 hours, and my shifts are 8 to 7. So we might do night shows. Not 100% sure. I might do little night shows or whatever, talking about hockey the next day or something like that. But with that being said, we'll head back to the chat and then we'll head on out. Every Yankee fan wanted Glaber out because we watched the games. Nestor was a fan favorite, but no confidence in him. Okay. Whatever. 446 stop. It's okay. Whatever. LMAO. Wait, no shows. No, Tim will be running them in the morning. If I'm going to be on the shows, they're going to be at night though. It's only 10 days. So you guys will be okay. It's only 10 days. But yeah. We won't see. No, it's only 10 days. And I might do some night shows talking hockey. I'm not 100% sure yet. I might though. Channel might die. Better do night shows. Yeah. I might talk some hockey the night before. So, but that is everything for today's show. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll catch you guys same time, same place tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Good luck, everyone.